Hello and welcome back in this requested video by Mr. Charlie Anderson. So he requested a special 2.4 liter engine in the form of an inline 4, or you can say 4-cylinder engine. And there was a chatting about on my Patreon page of making it producing 800 horsepower. I mean, it's not easy, but you can do it. It's achievable. You need to do, as you can see, I'm gonna go with you step by step of how to make an 800 horsepower turbocharged inline 4 engine the easiest way possible and the most efficient way as possible. As you can see, you need to start with inline 4 engine, aluminium block, 100mm on the bore and 76.4mm on the stroke, which equals 2400cc, exactly 2.4 liters. Dual overhead camshaft with 5 valves per cylinder. I had to choose 5 valves per cylinder, but my tongue is always stuck on the 4 valves because I make a lot of engines in the form of 4 valves. But I had to use 5 valves on this one because I want the most amount of airflow as possible. Aluminium cylinder heads, no variable valve lift technology, of course, because I'm using 5 valves per cylinder. Billet steel crankshaft because I want the crankshaft to take the maximum amount of torque without exploding. Heavy duty forged connecting rods for the same reason, and forged pistons also for the same reason. +3 quality on the internals. 10.0 to 1 is the compression ratio with 98 on the cam profile, because basically this is like a racing engine. Variable valve timing on all cams. +15 quality here. Yes, I know, it's crazy. The engine is extremely crazy and I had to push it all the way to 15 to achieve this kind of power. Turbocharger, or you could say a single turbocharger with ball bearing internals, 1363 horsepower supporting intercooler. Custom turbocharger with 76mm on the compressor, 43.5mm on the turbine, maxed out air ratio with 33 psi of boost. A lot of boost is going in this engine. +15 quality here. Direct fuel injection with throttle per cylinder, performance intake, super 98 octane fuel. The air fuel ratio is all the way maxed out to the max. 95 ignition timing, which is extremely advanced. 9200 is the RPM limit. We can set it actually on 9000, that's better. +15 quality here on the fuel system, and we have a single exhaust pipe, no valves because no restrictions whatsoever, and +15 quality. Yes, that means before exhaust diameter is 5.3 inch exhaust diameter, or 133 millimeters. This is the final result: 801 horsepower and 533 pound-feet of torque, 9000 RPM. The engine smoothness is 42. The engine is extremely responsive. It's very loud. It has extremely good reliability because everything is on +15 except the internals. The fuel economy is not really great because I'm pushing extreme amount of fuel in the engine, and the emissions are low even without a catalytic converter. Yes, I know that. And the engine is fairly lightweight, you can say, and the engineering time is extremely high because this is like a concept engine. This is not a mass-produced engine, so these two doesn't matter. And let me show you how it will sound and how it will perform. It sounds very normal at low RPM. Look at that massive turbo. Extremely big compressor. So as you can see, the engine is producing the correct amount of power and torque. But let me tell you something, Mr. Charlie requested a 95 running octane fuel. Well, that's impossible. I mean, I pushed the fuel all the way to the max, and I had to use 98 octane fuel. Also, he wanted a 3.5-inch exhaust diameter. I mean, if I want to put it on 3.5-inch exhaust diameter, even without any kind of restrictions here, it will kill a lot of power, and that will never make an 800 horsepower, even with everything to the 50 plus 15 quality. So I had to push it all the way to 5.3 inch from 3.5 inch, and I had to use 98 octane fuel instead of 95 octane fuel. And I'm not sure what kind of valve train he requested, because he did not mention if he wanted a 5 valves or 4 valves, but I assumed since this is an 800 or horsepower inline 4, of course it should have 5 valves. So this is it, guys. This is the inline 4 2.4 liter engine with 800 horsepower. It's not easy to make, but now it's easy for you because you have now all the specs for making it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm really enjoying making these kind of crazy engines. I'm gonna keep doing all these crazy requests for you, so please keep requesting those cool engines and cool vehicles. I actually enjoy making engines more than cars and automations, because making power and see those headers glowing and putting on huge turbochargers and hearing those exhaust popping voices when you push the air fuel ratio a little bit too high, that's amazing. I'm really happy with it. So thank you so much, Mr. Charlie, for requesting this engine, and thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really enjoy making these engines, as I mentioned. And please, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, get subscribed, hit that notification bell button so you can get a notification each time I release a new video. Share it if you want to share it, and of course visit my Patreon page so you can watch all my all the videos before I release them to YouTube at least a day before. And of course, you need, if you want to request an engine, it will be really awesome to write it in the Patreon page so I can keep the channel organized. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon with more videos, and goodbye for now, my friends.